Herd immunity is going to be challenging any way you cut or slice it.
Just this week, doctors revealed they don't think we'll ever reach herd immunity because not enough people are getting the COVID vaccine.
A recent poll shows 21% of Americans say they will never get it. Today, we are focusing on different people here in Central Florida and why they say they are skipping the shot. I recently sat down with two moms who both decided not to get the vaccine because they say they've witnessed adverse effects in their children and themselves.
You're right, friend.
Ada Sepulveda has been holding her son Darian's hand since birth. This mother of three and retired pharmacist has dedicated her life to caring for Darian.
I've seen my son, who is the 22-year-old, suffer irreversible adverse effect, and he has been labeled as autistic and medically with what they call static encephalopathy and apraxia.
Ada says Darian was a friendly, active, and talkative toddler. At his 18-month checkup, he was given his vaccines. Ada says that's when everything changed.
The following day, he was limping, he was drooling excessively, no eye contact, less and less words till he stopped talking altogether.
When Ada's family relocated to the Orlando area, she found the Franz Center, which offers an integrative approach to medicine. Dr. Cornelia Franz, the founder, has been practicing since 1985 and says Darian's story is one she has heard before.
The pros are that a vaccine is meant to induce an antibody response and therefore immunity. And it does that for many. It doesn't for all. The cons are the vaccines can create side effects that can be mild to severe, including death.
It is important to note that the Centers for Disease Control states on its website there is no link between vaccines and autism. And the doctor who made claims of a link back in the 90s has been discredited and his studies retracted.
The story with autism is one of the most unfortunate sort of fake news events in medical science in the last 20-30 years.
But still, groups against mandated vaccines exist, like the Children's Health Defense pioneered by Robert Kennedy. He was recently blocked on Instagram because of his outspoken views on the COVID-19 vaccine.
So it's not that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-immune advances, or I'm against the one-size-fits-all.
Dr. Bill Rutherford spent his career in emergency medicine and critical care since 1981. He says vaccine hesitancy is nothing new.
People have various reasons for being hesitant. They may have a religious objection. They may simply not understand the facts. They may have a distrust of government or other bodies. They may have had a bad experience with something in the past.
Dr. Rutherford has administered the COVID vaccine to many and says every patient needs to weigh the risk versus benefit.
Are you willing to take a 2% chance that you'll die and a 33% chance that you'll have a long-term problem? Or do you want to take a very small risk of problem, even much smaller risk of problems due to having a COVID vaccination?
For Amber McAllister, her decision not to get the COVID-19 vaccine stems from her reaction to the H1N1 vaccine in 2009.
I lost a lot of weight. I went down to 97 pounds. I'm naturally a small person. I had insomnia. I had racing heartbeat. I felt short of breath a lot. And I don't know if this could happen to my boys. They're genetically me too. So I don't want to take that risk for myself, and I don't want to take that risk for them either.
Both Amber and Ada will not get the COVID-19 vaccine and hope for understanding.
Our beliefs about everything in life are shaped often by our experiences. And I think if people took the time to understand why there's people out there that don't want to vaccinate or that have so much fear around it, we could all maybe see each other's point of views a little better.
I just want people to have a more open-minded approach.
Now, Ada did file a vaccine injury on behalf of her son Darian with the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. His case was dismissed. There's also the vaccine adverse event reporting system that allows you to document an adverse reaction. Our all-day exclusive look at why some people are choosing to skip the shot continues tonight at 11. For some people, refusing to vaccinate has to do with history and distrust. Stuart Moore will take a closer look and reveal what's being done to break that barrier.